Every single day, women spend billions of dollars trying to fix facial sagging. Creams, serum, gua sha, facelifts, and almost all of it is targeting the wrong thing. Because what nobody is telling you is that the sagging you're seeing in the mirror isn't just your skin losing elasticity. Underneath your skin, your actual face bones are shrinking. And they have been since you were in your 30s. Researchers at the University of Rochester studied CT scan of men and women across 3 age groups. What they found changed how plastic surgeons understand facial aging entirely. The bones of your face, your jaw, your eye sockets, the mid-face, they lose volume, they change angles, they literally recede as you get older. And when the bone underneath shrinks, there's nothing for the soft tissue above it to hold on to. The skin doesn't fall because it got loose. It falls because the scaffolding underneath disappeared. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly which bones are shrinking, when it starts, why women lose bones faster than men after 35, and most importantly, 3 things backed by research that can actually slow this down. Things you can start this week. Stay with me because the third thing is the one that surprised me the most. Let me give you the actual picture of what's happening inside your face. Because once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Your facial skeleton is not static. It's constantly remodeling. And from your mid-30s onwards, the breakdown starts outpacing the rebuilding. 3 areas are hit the hardest. Area 1, the jaw. Mandible. This is your face's foundation. Research shows that as the mandible, your jawbone, loses density and volume, the soft tissue of your lower face has less support. Less support means the skin of your cheeks and your lower face doesn't descend because of gravity alone. It descends because the ledge it was resting on gets smaller. This is why jowls form, not because your skin stretched, because the jaw it was draped over got narrower. Second, the orbital rim. This is the bony ridge around your eye sockets. As it protrudes and widens with age, the fat pads and skin around your eyes lose their support. This creates the hollow, sunken look around the eyes, the dark circle effect that no amount of concealer truly fixes. And it contributes to the drooping effect around your eyes. A 2025 review of 3D CT scan data confirmed that this is a progressive, measurable change that accelerates after 40. Third, the maxilla, the mid-face bone. This is the one that determines the projection of your cheekbones and the fullness of your mid-face. As the maxilla loses volume and retrudes, the cheeks flatten. The nasolabial folds, those lines from your nose to your mouth, deepen, and the nose appears to lengthen. Every single one of these changes is happening silently, underneath the surface. And here's the part nobody talks about. Women lose facial bone faster than men, and it has everything to do with estrogen. Here's the hormonal truth that connects everything. Estrogen is not just a reproductive hormone. It's one of your body's primary bone-protecting hormones. It works by regulating osteoclasts, the cells that break down bone, and keeping them from becoming overactive. When estrogen levels are healthy, bone resorption and bone building stay roughly in balance. But from perimenopause onwards, and this process starts earlier than most women realize, often in the late 30s, estrogen begins to decline. And when estrogen drops, the brake on bone resorption is released. Osteoclast activity surges, bone starts breaking down faster than it rebuilds. Research published in 2025 confirmed that facial bone density, especially the jawbone, declines earlier and faster than bone loss in the lumbar spine or hip, which means your face is showing the impact of the hormonal shift before the rest of your body catches up. And this is why the timeline matters. Bone mineral density in the maxilla and mandible, the cheek and jaw, begins declining rapidly in both men and women after 40. But for women, the drop in estrogen during perimenopause adds an accelerant on top of the natural rate. So if you're in your late 30s and you're noticing changes in your face that your skincare routine isn't fixing, this is why. You're not losing elasticity, you're losing structure. Now, the most important question. Can you slow this down? The answer based on research is yes. And here's how. I'm giving you 3 things. Make sure you stay for the third one because it's the most overlooked and it costs almost nothing. I want to be honest with you before I give you these. Facial bone loss is a natural biological process. Nothing stops it entirely. But the research is clear that the rate of loss matters enormously, and there are specific evidence-backed interventions that slow it down significantly. Fix 1, vitamin K2, the bone traffic controller. Most people know about calcium and vitamin D for bones. What almost nobody knows about is what directs calcium to your bones instead of your arteries. That is vitamin K2, specifically the MK7 form. K2 activates protein called osteocalcin, which acts like a traffic controller for calcium, pulling it into your bone matrix where it belongs and keeping it out of the soft tissue where it causes harm. A 3-year, double-blind, placebo-controlled trial, the gold standard of research, followed 244 post-menopausal women taking 180 micrograms of MK7 daily. The results showed that bone density loss in the lumbar spine slowed significantly, and femoral bone strength improved. Markers of vitamin K status improved by over 50%. The important caveat: these benefits took 2 to 3 years to emerge. This is not a quick fix, it's a long-term game strategy, which is exactly why you want to start now. Sources of K2: natto, fermented soybeans, aged cheeses like Gouda and Brie, egg yolks, organ meats. If you're not eating those regularly, a supplement for MK7 is worth discussing with your doctor. Fix 2, resistance training. Mechanical loading builds bone. Bone is not passive tissue. It responds to mechanical load. When you place stress on your skeleton through weight-bearing exercise or resistance training, your bone cells detect that force and respond by building more bone. This is called mechanotransduction. The catch for facial bones is that most conventional exercise doesn't directly load the jaw and facial skeleton. But here's something interesting the research does support. Chewing tough, fibrous foods, what scientists call heavy masticatory loading, does place mechanical stress on the jaw specifically. Studies have shown that populations with diets requiring more chewing have measurably denser mandibles. Practical application: eat whole fibrous foods that require real chewing. Raw vegetables, tough proteins, whole fruits. Not as a workout, as daily habit. And separately, don't skip strength training. It systematically reduces bone loss across your entire skeleton, including your face, by maintaining hormonal and metabolic signals that support bone density. Fix 3, magnesium plus vitamin D3 and calcium team. Here's the one that most people miss entirely, and it's probably the most fixable. Calcium cannot do its job without 2 specific cofactors: vitamin D3 and magnesium. Vitamin D3 controls how much calcium your gut absorbs from food. Without adequate D3, up to 80% of calcium you consume never makes it to the blood. Magnesium is required for D3 to convert into its active form in the body and for bone mineralization to actually occur. Most women who are supplementing calcium are not pairing it with adequate D3 and magnesium. They are essentially pouring calcium into a bucket with holes in it. The calcium is going somewhere, and there is growing evidence it ends up in soft tissues like arteries rather than in bones. The research-backed stack: vitamin D3 1000 to 2000 IU daily, with vitamin K2, MK7 to direct calcium properly, and magnesium glycinate or malate at 300 to 400 milligrams daily. Discuss dosing with your doctor based on your blood levels, especially for D3 since it's fat soluble and it can accumulate. So the sagging you see in your face is not just skin getting old, it's your facial skeleton changing shape underneath it. Your jaw is narrowing, your eye sockets are widening, your midface is flattening. And in women, the hormonal shift that begins in your late 30s pours fuel on that process. The good news? The rate at which it happens is not fixed. Vitamin K2 in its MK7 form has 3 years of randomized controlled trial data behind it. Mechanical loading through chewing and strength training directly signals your bones to hold on. And the calcium D3 magnesium triad is probably the most common, most fixable gap in most women's supplement routines. No cream is going to replace what your bones provide, but understanding what's actually happening beneath the surface at the structural level is the first step to addressing it. If this video shifted something for you, save this video. Share it with a woman in your life who's frustrated with her changing face, because most of them have never heard any of this. Drop a comment and tell me, did you know bone loss was contributing to facial aging? I genuinely want to know, and I need every single comment to be here. If you want to understand the hormonal shift that's driving this, what happens to your face and skin during perimenopause, that video is right here. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Take care.